So it's been a long time since we've done this, innit? Yeah.
It is, yeah.
So this is now the LIVERBIRD Lounge. Good name, innit?
Very good, yeah.
Yeah.
Like it.
So this is just all chat Liverpool, nothing else. So first of all, we're going to start with the game last night. How do you think we played?
First half, really poor. I thought they could have been 2-0 up. Loads of possession, but they had the better chances, really, which was a bit mad. And then the second half, I think we played really well.
Yeah.
Really well. I think we deserved to win.
Who would you say was your man of the match?
I would say Curtis Jones.
Curtis Jones at
Playing right back.
Yeah.
He had a really good game.
Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah. Got the EF mug out.
Plug for the
Yeah,
merch,
no one
everyone.
cares. Put it down. So, all this Salah talk about him signing a new contract, what should we believe and what shouldn't we believe, in your opinion?
I think Salah's going to sign. I think Van Dijk's going to sign. And
Trent's
I think
going.
Trent Alexander-Arnold's gone.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Turn it a bit that way. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Well, we move on. So
Yeah,
bigger and
course
better
we do,
players
yeah.
than Alexander-Arnold have left Liverpool Football Club before. So we'll carry on.
Yeah, of course. Obviously, yeah. It's obviously... It's not great to see him go like this, in my opinion, to run his contract down, obviously. And as a Scouser as well, it's disappointing to see him go like this. Like, obviously, as you've been saying over the last couple of days, Bobby Firmino left it
That
until
was the right way to leave a football club.
Bobby Firmino left it until the very last minute, literally after his contract had ended, to speak to clubs. And he didn't do any of this speaking to clubs while his contract was running down nonsense. He just left it until his contract had run down, and then started speaking to, obviously, the club he's at now, which is Al Ali, I think. But yeah, that is the right way to go. That is definitely the right way to go. There's been a lot of talk over the past few days of a 2-year well, it's been most of today really, a 2-year contract for Mohamed Salah. When, if this is true, obviously we've seen the Robbie Fowler, we've heard the Robbie Fowler theory that he thinks to have signed, and just waiting for Trent to announce that he's going in order to announce the two. What's your opinion around that?
I think Robbie Fowler's right. I think those two have signed, and I think that they didn't want to announce that because it would put pressure on Trent, and they didn't want to do that. So I genuinely will be very, very shocked if Salah and Virgil van Dijk are not playing for us next season. Very shocked.
Same. Yeah, I do think that they will sign. Both will sign. Obviously, we've seen over the last week or so that both are desperate to stay at Liverpool. So, like, honestly, like we're going for a league title at the minute. Like, we don't need this hanging over us for the next month or so. We don't need that. Obviously, we've got the trophy parade to come if we are to win the Premier League, which it's not certain yet, but it's 4 more wins away from it. So, like, 4 more wins.
4 more wins and a draw. We need 13 points.
We need 13 points to get the Premier League, and I think
that's if Arsenal win every game. So
yeah, that's not going to happen, in my opinion. But yeah, we need 13 points to win the league, so we're going for a league title, and we just don't need this hanging over our heads. Would you agree with that?
It's been hanging over the Reds all season, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It's been handled really, really badly.
Poorly, yeah.
Whether that's by the club, by the players,
by the manager.
The manager will have nothing to do with it, Ev. It's not the manager's fault. It's just been handled really, really, really badly.
Yeah,
for a club of our size and stature. It's just, we shouldn't be still talking about it in April when there's been a title to be won.
Yeah.
hopefully it'll get done soon. We'll have the 20th league title in the cabinet. So we can finally put the arguments about who's the biggest club in England to bed.
Yeah.
Although that's not really a debate anyway. When you've won 6
Man
European
United
Cups, twice as many
as
as Man United, then I don't think it's even a contest. But we can finally put it to bed, finally got that 20th league title. So, good season, really.
Yeah, it is. I mean, after obviously being knocked out of the Champions League and, like, obviously rival fans have been putting a dampener, if that's the word, is it?
I don't know what you're going to say.
They've been, like, putting not, like, a negative light on this league for Liverpool, saying it's been boring, saying that it's not as good as the Premier League used to be. But it's only because Liverpool are winning it.
Well, we haven't had a Manchester City super team firing on all cylinders this season, have we?
Exactly.
So it's been a normal title race than the last 5 years.
I mean,
where you're having to get 98 points to win the league. It's crazy.
Relegation battle might not have been as good as we'd hoped to be. I mean, all 3 teams that have come up are going
that's
down.
already done.
That's done. But apart from that, like the top 4 race is insane. Newcastle, Bournemouth could possibly get Europe. Chelsea's Europe spot is, in the balance. Man City might not even... Man City are going to get Europe. It's either going to be Europa League or Champions League. But we could see Man City be in the Europa League next season. It's either going to be Chelsea or Man City to get 4th place, in my opinion. I mean, I'd rather a team like Newcastle get it over either Chelsea or Man City. I'd rather hope for a team like Newcastle to get it over them two. But if Chelsea and Man City do get 4th place, don't matter to us. Don't matter because
I don't care who finishes 4th. I'm not interested.
It don't matter. But it's just rival fans putting a negative light on it. I mean, obviously, they've been saying we like the COVID title and that. Like, what do you think? What would you say to fans putting a negative light on this season just because Liverpool are going to win the league?
Well, they're just putting a negative light on it because it's Liverpool, Lev, so it doesn't matter. And quite honestly, the more it annoys other fans, the better as far as I'm concerned.
They're obviously getting rattled by it,
Rattled by us, totally. Yeah. Always have been, always
City
will
fans,
be.
United fans.
Rattled by it.
Yeah.
So,
Arsenal fans.
There was a period of time in the 90s and the 2000s where we were pretty much irrelevant in terms of winning the title. Couple of seasons where we finished second and bits and bobs where we were close. But now we're back. Back to, as somebody once put it, back on our fucking perch. The rest of the teams don't like it. So, and I think that's great.
Yeah. Obviously, like the PGMOL situation in the Premier League is just getting worse week by week. Last night we saw James Tarkowski put a disgraceful tackle into McAllister. All he got was the yellow card, and Paul Tierney just couldn't be asked over. I mean, obviously that's not the case, but obviously Paul Tierney needs to make an appointment at his nearest Specsavers because, like, how he saw nothing wrong with that is just astonishing. It should have been a red card. It was a red card.
If you've got Duncan Ferguson saying that it's a red card, then excuse me, it's pretty much a red card. If Duncan Ferguson's saying it's a red, I don't think there's anybody, probably apart from David Moyes, who, how did he describe it? A good tackle in a derby game? I don't think there's anybody else really in the right mind who says that's not a sending off. Yeah. It's one of the worst officiated games I have ever seen.
Yeah.
Pickford
Darwin
clatters Darwin. Darwin gets booked.
Jota.
Beto could have been sent off. He got booked early on. You're not telling me he didn't have another booking, yellow card coming to him. just really, really, really poor officiating.
It was, yeah.
Just
it has been
incredibly
for
poor.
the whole season, really.
PGMOL have come out today and said that it was a sending off, but that's too late.
They've apologised for it, but an apology's no good.
No, it's not.
We don't care.
McAllister, a really serious injury.
Could have broken his leg.
So the officiating's just terrible. It needs a proper review in this country.
I don't think, to the people saying VAR out and saying that VAR needs to go, it's not VAR that needs to go. If people can actually work it properly, it could be fabulous.
It could, but it's not used properly. The people using it are not up to the task. Something's got to be done because it's starting to ruin the game.
It's starting to ruin the game, it is, yeah.
We're putting players at risk. If that's not a sending off last night, then
I don't know what it is.
I don't know what a sending off is anymore. So, I mean, we've got Everton moaning about our goal with the offside thing within the rules.
Yeah. It
was all right. Diaz was in an offside position, but the rule says that the ball didn't reach him. Yeah, but that wasn't the point.
Oh, right, yeah.
It was that Diaz then came back from an offside position, but when the ball was played, the ball didn't reach him. So, it's not a great rule, if I'm honest. Offside should be offside, but I don't know what the rules are anymore.
We'll take it. We got the goal and it was counted. So, yeah, the officiating gets worse and worse week by week in the Premier League, and as you said, it is starting to ruin the game because one day, we're gonna have, what do you have to do to get a red card nowadays? For the opposing team, do you have to kill someone nowadays? What is it you have to do?
Well, I don't know. I mean, even in real time on the field, the referee shouldn't have needed VAR to see that he was out of control.
Completely.
His feet were off the floor. The velocity of it, everything about it. They put on Sky Sports last night the considerations into a red card. It ticked every single box.
It did, yeah.
Every single box. There was no ambiguity about whether that was a red card or not.
It was definitely a red card.
Absolute stonewall red card.
Yeah. I just don't know where we're going with officiating in football nowadays because, obviously we've got the whole you can't celebrate a goal before VAR has checked it. BS.
I celebrated last night when Jota scored before VAR had checked.
I know. What I'm saying is, we can't celebrate a goal before VAR has checked it. We can't, every time there should be a red card, there isn't. Nearly. And every time a challenge should be a yellow card, it somehow gets a red card. Officiating in football, it just isn't good anymore. It's not good.
It's not good.
The next thing I want to move on to is Chiesa. Now, last night, I think, in my opinion, Lucho was decent last night. I think he played well. But there's got to be, he's had a real dip in form over the last sort of few weeks. And, I'm going to go to the Carabao Cup final as an example for this. Lucho did little to nothing for 95 minutes. We sub Chiesa on for the last 5 of the game. And, for the last 5 that were left. And he scored a goal. What's your opinion on Chiesa getting more minutes?
He should, because the other 3 take Salah out of the equation. Who I think we need to be starting to have a conversation about him soon, because the last 3 games he's just been
oblivious,
totally ineffective. But we can sort of gloss over that with him for a bit. The other 3, I think they've scored 5 goals in 40 odd appearances between them, and it's just not good enough.
It's not.
I think we need more goals from the midfield as well. Yeah. Szoboszlai should be scoring more.
Gravenberch,
McAllister don't really chip in. We definitely need another striker.
We do,
in the summer. Darwin's not up to it, unfortunately. But yeah, to your point with Chiesa, I definitely think he should be getting more of a run out. To be honest,
I do, because We bought him on for £10 million, and it was a bargain. And he's played, 4, maybe 5 games this season, if that. He played 2 games in the FA Cup, come off the bench against Milan in the Champions League, which was a while back now. What are we talking? September time? He's barely played, and was discussions over whether, if we did win the title, whether we'd get a medal or not. That has been confirmed that he will get a medal, fortunately. But yeah, I think Harvey Elliott needs to get more game time as well.
Yeah, I don't think Klopp fancies him, Ev. I really don't.
You mean Slot?
Sorry, Slot. I don't think he fancies him at all.
Yeah, same. There's been talks about Elliott going in the summer. Do you think that will happen if a good offer comes in for him?
I think so, because I think he wants to play more than he's getting the chance at Liverpool, unfortunately. I like him.
I do.
I don't know if he's a regular starter at Liverpool's level, to be quite honest. But I think he probably needs more of a chance than he gets at the minute. Certainly with Gakpo. I mean, Jota scored last night, but Jota and Diaz and Nunes misfiring constantly. The goal record's shocking.
Our attack at the minute just hasn't posed much of a threat, really.
No.
It's like Salah's been a ghost for the past few games, but we can let him off with that. Darwin just doesn't know how to score. Missed that chance against Villa from about 3 yards out. It was an open goal. Put it over the bar. Jota just takes too long to shoot. Diaz does all this skill and then doesn't have any end product. Gakpo's been alright this season, but at times he can be a bit sloppy. And then there's other players, like obviously you said the midfield and that. We need more goals from the midfield.
We do.
Definitely. I'm going to go to Endo now. He definitely needs more game time.
I think he does, because Gravenberch looks absolutely shattered.
He does. We saw Szoboszlai
He looks
last
absolutely
night.
Knackered. Him and Szoboszlai both look absolutely shattered. So I'm absolutely confident that Endo can do a job in there. He never lets you down.
He doesn't.
He comes in. He never moans about not playing. He never moans about where he plays. He's great. He's the new James Milner, as far as I'm concerned. And I think he probably deserves more of a run out.
Yeah.
But we've talked about that Slot's got this thing where he doesn't like to change the team too much, but some of them just look shot to pieces.
Yeah, exactly. Like, we've seen the same 11 players play nearly 38 games in a row in the Premier League. It's crazy. Like, you have to change the squad up. There's only a certain amount of games that you can play the same 11 men for. Obviously, Conor Bradley's injured at the minute. When he comes back, do you expect him to start?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Conor Bradley will go back to right back,
When Trent plays, do you think the game against, who was it? PSG? Is that the last game he played, or was...
I can't really remember. I think it was
PSG at home. But I can't see Trent playing another game in this Liverpool squad until he goes... Well, he's just never going to play for Liverpool again, in my opinion.
No, probably not. Probably the right thing that he doesn't. You can tell this season that he's been distracted by it all.
He's just had his head turned by Madrid all season.
So,
Yeah, obviously we need replacements in the summer transfer window. There's been links to Frimpong. I mean, obviously I'm not really thinking about the summer transfer window at the minute, to be completely honest with you. I'm thinking more about our title charge and the fact that we only need 4 games. 4 games, what am I on about? 4 wins left. And a draw. And that's... What is it? If Arsenal win their next games, is that?
Yeah, we need 13 points. Yeah. We get 13 points.
We've
nothing
done it.
Arsenal can do. So,
like, we obviously play a game against them in May at our stadium, but it could be done by then.
Yeah, it could be done by then, mate. Yeah.
Like, we have Chelsea and Spurs to play before that, but I think we'll win those games.
Yeah, so do I.
I think we'll beat West Ham, definitely. Well, it's not definite, but I think we'll beat them.
We've got Fulham before West Ham, haven't we, at the weekend?
Well,
so.
yeah. I think we'll beat Fulham. They'll give us a challenge, but I think we'll beat them. We'll win handsomely against Leicester. They could not fight themselves. They could not score in a... Give me an analogy.
Score in a brothel?
Yeah. They could not score in a brothel. They might be, alongside Southampton, one of the worst Premier League sides this season. Southampton are the worst by far. But Leicester might be on par with them. Maybe a bit better because they've beat Spurs. But...
Everyone beats Spurs.
Yeah, fucking everyone beats Spurs. Every man and his dog's beaten Spurs this season. But, yeah, I think we can win. I don't expect us to win all the remainder of our games. But if we get a draw here and there in the running, it's all good. Just make sure you win games as well. We have Fulham next on Sunday. Then after that, it's West Ham or Leicester. Is it West Ham? And then after that, I'm assuming it's Leicester. I've not really got the fixture list in order. But I think... Is it sometime in May we play Spurs or Chelsea?
No, we play Spurs, I think it's the 27th of April.
And then we play Chelsea in May, is that?
I'm not sure when the Chelsea game is.
I know we definitely play Arsenal in May.
Yeah.
Which I think we'll win that, to be honest. But let's focus on the now instead of the future. We take it game by game. Obviously I want us to win on Sunday, but a draw would be okay, but I definitely want us to win. And I think we can do it, in my opinion. What do you think?
Well, we can definitely go to Fulham and win away. That's not a consideration. It'll be a tough game. They're a good side, Fulham, but we're more than capable of going there on Sunday and winning the game. So
yeah, I think we'll beat Fulham. I think we'll beat West Ham. I think we'll beat Leicester. I think we'll beat Spurs. I think we'll beat Chelsea. So 4 more wins. So a win against Fulham, a win against West Ham, a win against Leicester, and after that, is it Spurs?
I don't know, mate.
I think it's
really
Spurs after that. So
what the order is.
If we beat Fulham, Leicester, West Ham, and Spurs, we've done it basically.
Yeah.
So that's all we need. That's basically all we need to do it. So it literally doesn't matter what Arsenal do.
No,
it doesn't.
It's totally and utterly within
it's in our hands. It doesn't matter whether Arsenal win or draw. If we win, they ain't got a chance.
No.
I think, who do they play next? They play Everton, no?
Yeah, at the weekend,
Saturday? Yeah. And I think the game that Everton gave us last night, I think that Everton can get a result against Arsenal. I'm not saying they'll win it, but they could get a draw. It's at the Emirates, and you would say, oh no, Arsenal are easily going to win that. Well, what?
Sure, it's not at Goodison.
What? It's no, it's not Goodison. I'm sure it's at the Emirates.
Okay,
I'm sure it's at the Emirates, but yeah, it is at the Emirates. But if Everton can get a draw, obviously West Ham have beaten Arsenal at the Emirates, we didn't expect that. But I think for Arsenal, it just takes one decent side to play them. And I don't think they've got any other top 6 teams to play. I mean, they've got Newcastle to play, which could be a loss for them. We don't play Newcastle any more times. I think we've got the hard bit out of the way. We've beaten City twice this season. We've beat Newcastle at home. We beat, obviously, did we beat... We beat Spurs 6-3 at Christmas. Beat Man United away. We've beaten Chelsea. I think have we beaten every big 6 side this season?
I'm not sure, Rev. I can't think about it.
We drew against Arsenal at the Emirates, but yeah. I definitely think that if we do win the next 4 games we are going to win the league. And yeah, it's going to be a big celebration. a very, very big celebration. Yeah. Yeah. Basically, that's it. If I've got nothing else really to talk about.
No, I think we've covered it all, mate.
Yeah, I think great chat there.
Yeah, enjoyed it. As always.
Yeah, thank you for that one.
You're more than welcome, mate. Pleasure.
If you enjoyed that one, you know what to do, which means like, subscribe. This is LIVERBIRD Lounge. Like, subscribe, turn post notifications on. Take care of yourselves, and peace out. Peace out.